What up? What up? What up, Twitch? What up, people out there? Eventually, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, all of y'all. We are the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. I myself, Scooter Ray, aka Mr. Don't Watch Horror Movies. We got our own personal Scream Queen, aka the Final Girl, Erana Myst, and we have the late reveal coming late. Plain and simple to say it. Um, so yeah, this is part three of the Halloween special. Halloween special three, the Ninjaning. Yeah. You know, the first one we had Angela Franklin, Abaddon, Drollo, the Night Father, and Dr. Cobra Bud with the first special. The second special featured Lip Dizzle and Jaeger Bombastic of Tag and Planet Nico. And the third one, you get the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. Hence the Ninjaning.
The
But yeah,
Ninjaning.
we here discuss some Halloween related things, horror movie related things, ask each other some questions and things like that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy with us. Aranya, I don't think the people know. How do you feel about this time of year? This is usually where you thrive and shine. So no, let the people out there know your seriousness for Halloween and Halloween adjacent things.
So I'm a big Halloween person. This is my favorite time of year other than Leo season. Mm-hmm. I generally start putting my Halloween decorations up right after my birthday in August, and I leave them up through January. Argue with your mother. My house, my rules. I enjoy it. I normally plan out like a scene for my house or my whole house or just my living room. Just depends. I make wreaths, which I do that yearly anyway. Yeah, like I really love it. I love decorating for Halloween and keeping my Halloween decorations up because I like to enjoy my Halloween decorations. So, no, I don't decorate for Christmas. Argue with your mother. It doesn't matter to me. I love Halloween. It's my favorite. I love dressing up. I love doing horror makeup. Like, I just love it.
What up,
Man,
everybody?
the
I'm
late
late. I'm
reveal.
late. I'm late. I'm late.
You is
How's
late.
everybody doing this evening?
Good. How are
Good,
you?
good.
I'm good. I got my weapon for the horror film festival tomorrow, so we gonna be purge-tastic,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So let's get it. And so I assume we're just into introductions right now.
Of
Yeah,
course.
so boss, I had Aranya talk about it, but how do you feel about Halloween and Halloween adjacent things?
I favorite holiday. Um, it's it's easily the best holiday, bar none for me. Like just everything around it. It's the only holiday celebrated. Well, one of only two holidays celebrated 30 days prior to it happening. The one of only two, and of those two, it is you can argue all you want, but it's the better one of those two.
Argue
The
with
other
your
being
mom.
Christmas. It's the other one being Christmas. Now, I like Christmas. Like Aranya may not decorate during Christmas. Uh, as many people know, I'm not religious, but I love the whole Christmas season. I love the films, most of them. A lot of them are intolerable, but there's some good ones
Hey,
there.
he lying to
uh,
y'all. Boss be sitting there watch Lifetime 24/7 during
man,
Christmas.
look,
He watch
what? Look,
all them Lifetime Christmas movies. Don't let him fool y'all.
don't do that. Well, Erania, like refresh me on some of the movie titles we saw during the movie Bro that they were making fun of on the Lifetime mocking
Oh
channel.
man, I
You remember
forgot.
them? Talk
Yeah,
about
that
My
shit was
Poly
funny.
Family Christmas stuff. But look, there's some great Christmas movies. Die Hard, Gremlins. Like, like I love Christmas movies. The Santa Claus. Like, there's some great Christmas
Look
movies.
here.
But
Boss be
there's
loving
no
love on Christmas morning, love before Christmas, my Christmas
whatever.
boo, all that.
Oh
Whatever.
no.
Yeah, I said it.
But
All of them.
all of that fails in comparison to Halloween. The spookiness, the supernatural aspect, the horror films, the horror shows, the monsters, the makeup, the pageantry. You can dress up as Santa, an elf, or Mrs. Claus. Halloween has you beat. Like, look, it's just everything
true.
about Halloween is just awesome. And it is the only holiday that allows any and everybody to be as free as they want to be. Dress up as who you want to be, with respect, because there are some horrible costumes out there, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, I just love Halloween. Have since I was a kid, dressing up as a zombie, ninja turtle, pirate, and like a serial killer, not Dahmer. I didn't know who that was, and none of your kids do either. People out there dressing their children up as Dahmer, and that's
Whatever,
right, Nico. The freaks come out.
I think that's part of the reason why.
I don't know why he's saying that, because he part of them freaks.
He is.
If you watch his streams, Nico got mad masks that be behind him and things. So don't be letting Nico fool
y'all. The most
y'all.
horrific one of his masks, and Arania's gonna disagree with me on this, is that horrific elder baby demon he got back there.
Yes.
That is just, look, I would have tea with Pennywise before I talk with anybody that actually looks like that baby. Like, just
Nico can keep all of his masks. I'm good.
You hurt his feelings. You made him cry.
No, he said that Sexy Freddy be having him conflicted.
No. But see that little emoji he just put looks exactly like the baby, just wrinkled up. Wrinkled up. Like, that is a horrible mask. I don't know who bought it for him, but they need to be sat on the couch.
I don't think he can breathe out of it.
No, he can't. He can't. He breathing cellophane and fumes from the factory when he put that on. That's it.
But he's had it for years. Like, how is it still radiating said fumes? Like,
have you seen its face? Like, it's cursed. It's cursed.
I think my vote is that Nico get one of the 3 of the Season of the Witches, man. Anyone, don't matter. But I think I've always loved Halloween for that too. Like, you could always be what you want to be. Like, of course, there are people who want to be a cheerleader or a fucking bunny rabbit,
the Playboy bunny, all that, yeah.
Oh, you absolutely should get the trick-or-treat mask. Oh, be Sam.
Oh, yes. Sam. Shout out to one of the best Halloween movies ever made. That was just a complete fucking surprise. Shout out to Trick or Treat. Can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah. But I just love the fact that I could be free. I could do what I want to. I mean, most men think that I want to be a cheerleader or a cat or something. And, when I do my makeup and I come in, they're like, oh, is that you? Yep, it's me. I love to black out my teeth. And back in the day when I used to go out clubbing, I used to love going to the Halloween ones and make myself look terrible and go in and like tape my boobs down. Like, I'm going all in.
Not Anna Paquin.
What about Anna Paquin? Anyway, I used to love dressing really gross and making my face gross and look burned and going to parties and people go, oh, is that you? Yes.
Like, and here's the thing.
Oh, she was in Trick or Treat.
That's right. Right. Not going to spoil who she was, but I love that story. That whole story and how they reversed it. Oh man.
Yeah.
That was a great one. Yeah. Like, and as somebody who has seen her makeup, I was truly not ready until she did the one that got praise from the legendary Mr. Tom Savini. So was not ready till I saw that one. Like, That was great shit. Great shit. So,
I enjoy doing that and being very sexually ambiguous. I'm not a girl or a boy. I identify as a monster. Okay, like I love it. I love it. If y'all would have known me in my younger years, like in my 20s, when I used to go to parties and stuff like that, you'd be like, oh, I can show y'all pictures where my friends were all dressed as goddesses and Playboy bunnies, and I had on warlord clothes. I literally went to a party dressed as a burnt warlord. And it was great. And all the guys were like, oh, I was like, I blacked my teeth out. Like, it was great. I can see your face, Scoot, and it hurts my feelings.
Huh?
I can see your face. You were like,
look, do you? Well, I almost said a childish Gambino line, so I'm a say that. That's a little more X-rated. But look here, do what you do, but just watch people's shoes. That's the beauty of Halloween. Like, that's the reason why I always love that time. Well, this time, because you do get to see the creativity.
yes.
You start to see people do costumes to people that would be like, I ain't never thought to ever dress up like characters from Goofy movie. You know, like who sat there and was like, I'm gonna be powerful.
Like, yeah, you could put it in perspective. Like, you don't see, there's only 2 times you will see as much only one other time you'll see as much creativity as you do during Halloween. And that is during con season with cosplayers.
True.
Nobody else. Like, there's no other holiday or no other time throughout the year other than con season you will see anybody more creative than the people that get down for Halloween.
That's right.
But yeah, so we know why y'all here. Y'all here to hear us ask each other questions and banter about topics. So I'm gonna just lead it off because y'all know. Well, I'm gonna say if y'all know, the public. I'm not the biggest horror person. I've watched horror movies here and there. I'm not saying I dislike it. It's just not my go-to. But this question: if you had to spend 12 hours in one of these 3 locations, and 12 hours is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So overnight.
A purge night, okay.
And a haunted house, a haunted forest, or a haunted asylum. Which one you choosing?
House.
Yeah. House.
Quick, easy. Like, and I'll tell you why.
I think I'm gonna pick. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the asylum.
Really?
I'm gonna knock that one off the list right now.
What you got?
Number 1 for the asylum, and we know we'll just go in the real world. When they started closing asylums, they just put their people on buses and just shipped them to random places throughout the country.
True.
The ones they didn't just ship stayed in that spot and became homeless people. They stayed in the asylum and became homeless people, or they tried to help other people.
Well,
whatever reason.
I guess this would be a great way to build my experience points.
I'm not fighting nobody real. Haunted Forest, me and Aranya both sat through that horrible movie, The Forest. You could look at any haunted forest film. Blair Witch, The Forest that is based on the forest surrounding Mount Fuji, where all the Japanese people go to commit suicide. Seaside. Let me not get us banned.
Thank you.
No, self-transition is the word. Self-transition.
Oh.
Self-transition into the afterlife. There you go.
Yeah. Self-transition.
Any haunted forest movie. Whether there be cannibals there, whether there be mutant animals like the Wrong Turn,
or just a regular bear,
or just a regular. We saw Leonardo DiCaprio. I ain't got that kind of acting ability. That bear would have clawed me once. Movie over. Just look. I ain't fighting no bear. I'm not fighting a bear cub. Just.
Also, you ain't trying to be like that hiker who was fighting that bear?
Look, no. Look. I don't know what he was on, but I would have tried to climb higher. That bear would have got me because I would have kicked at him and slipped. And then my back would have And then I'd have just been laying there as unfeeling food as he just eats me. And I'm just like, well, I can't feel nothing at least. But no, I'm not going through no haunted forest. With a haunted house, I can get out. Through a window, through a door. There's many ways for me to get out. Whatever's in there is mostly a ghost like, can't really hurt me too badly. Unless it's a poltergeist or a demon or something like that. With a haunted house, I have a chance to get out. So, the others, nah. Well, not taking no chance.
So with an asylum, at least I know I'm dealing with people. And I have a fighting chance. With a haunted forest, I'm not trying to be surprised from like the trees or anything like that. I ain't trying to get attacked from above or anything like that. And with a haunted house, spirits can go through the walls, fam. At least I know in a human case, knuckle up.
Scoot, I need you to rethink your answer because of the.
I'm not rethinking nothing.
When you talk about an asylum, okay, you're talking about maybe hundreds of different people with all these different issues, and some of those people died. Those spirits are not on the same level as a spirit in a house.
Here's when you say asylum, what pops in my head is American Horror Story Asylum.
Oh my God.
The Wrong Turn, the sixth one when they were in that asylum. The Exorcist, what was it, 3?
Amanda Kruger being
Amanda Kruger. Oh, look, when she got when she got chugga, I'm just gonna put it like that. Chugga.
My answer is gonna stay my answer.
There's horrible.
We don't care. That's on you. Right. But it's too many different spirits that could be in an asylum. Plus, gotta deal with.
I will lay flowers at your cross.
And I know you haven't seen Prince of Darkness. I know you haven't seen Prince of Darkness, but those nice people without a dwelling, I don't know what to say.
Look, you could have added a school and like what would be another one?
Pick them 3 specifically.
Like you can add a haunted school, or a haunted building. It's still gonna be a haunted house. I'm still picking a house.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not a forest because I'm too scary. It could be a regular forest and the wind blow and some go and I've been ran off a cliff.
I got one time to be walking in a straight line and then I passed the same tree twice.
Padova, no.
Nope.
Nope.
Like just
And that's the thing too about a forest. I know that I could get lost in my own house. So therefore, I can't do no forest. Look, if the spirits don't get me, I'm going to starve to death.
Look, I've been a kid lost in a store before. I'm not getting lost in no forest. And I got Boy Scout training. Ain't happening.
Here's the thing. As soon as it started getting kind of dark, I have astigmatism. My eyesight gets poor. During dusk, I don't know where the North Star is. I don't know nothing. I'm lost. I'm scared. I'm alone. I'm gonna pee on myself.
The sounds. I hear a branch crack. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna end up falling in a ravine somewhere.
And I saw that survival man. He had parachuted, I think, into some rainforest, and he ate those lemon ants, and he got sick, and he was throwing up, and it was a storm. Oh my God, it's too much.
Look,
I can't.
Bear Grylls and what Bear Grylls and Les Stroud be doing in those forests? It's too much for me.
Too much.
And you know, that's the thing with a forest too. It's one of them situations, like you said. It ain't just dealing with, whatever could be there. You in there, you thinking you good, boom, brainstorm, and you like, come on, fam. Now I'm all wet. The ground all slushy.
Nope.
There's snakes.
I'm mad now. My socks, my shoes, my clothes. I can't see.
Oh my God. It get cold at night.
It get cold. And like you said, that wind starts to blow and you hit that one little off howl of the wind.
I'm out. I'm out.
I hear an owl. If I hear an owl, I'm like, look, somebody gonna have to shoot Drake because ain't. Nope.
Have you
Nope.
ever seen an owl in person though? Like
I have.
Like those things are very creepy. I was like, wait,
they're big too. Like that's like you get the right species,
like,
but they're called birds of prey, and that ain't what I need to be.
Don't mistake me for nothing. That kind of leads to one of my questions.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to ask who got the next question.
So with us talking about being in a forest, birds of prey, and things of that nature, and this kind of is part of what me and Boss watched one day. Do you believe in like creatures like the chupacabra, the Jersey Devil, the Yeti, things like
cryptids? That? Okay.
Yeah.
No. As far as Yeti and Bigfoot, no. Only reason why I'm saying no is because there should be some footage by now. Yes. Oh, Ashley and I had watched a whole show where these people was trying to get footage of Bigfoot. And when I say they had the works, they had the works. And all they caught was some deer. So I'm saying, hold on, let me get. I'm saying if there are no footage of a Bigfoot or a Yeti by now, they don't exist. Now, a Jersey Devil or a Chupacabra, I don't know. I think a Jersey Devil or a Chupacabra is kind of like what we was talking about, Aranya, like how the possums here look different than the possums in Australia. I think the Jersey Devil is probably just some fucked up mutation in the American side that if we see it in its British form or its Australian form, it look completely different.
Here's the thing. I introduced Aranya to one of the shows I love, Destination Truth, where the whole show is based around going looking for mostly cryptids or haunted shit.
But what they find out.
Well, the episode when they went looking for the Yeti, they found a footprint that, that couldn't be identified with fur that they took to Los Angeles.
Themselves.
They didn't. Like it even blew up in the country. Like it was a news story in the country. They took it in Nepal. Now, here's the thing. Now, you require video and photographic evidence. I understand. But there's new species of animals discovered every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Every day. We have yet to explore 90+% of our oceans. We have yet to fully explore, like I think the last number was like 70-some% of our rainforests and stuff like that, because it's too dangerous to go deep in. And so, like, do I think some of these creatures could be out there? Yes. The ones that are that people say look like they are descendant or leftovers from the dinosaurs? No.
So no plesiosaurs, no
plesiosaurs. Like, I love the legend of Loch Ness. I know there's no plesiosaur in that lake.
What else is the descendant that you're talking about as well? Just curious.
Like, there was one they did an episode on that was called a Buringer. Don't ask me how to spell it.
No need. I can't spell it out.
It looked like an Allosaurus.
Okay.
And apparently it roams the outback of Australia. Now, we know where most people and it's apparently the size of a small school bus. Okay. Now we know where most people in Australia reside, and that is in the cities. There's others that live in the country and all that. Then you have the Aborigines that just live everywhere. But what gave the story credence is that the Aborigines have the longest vocal, the longest, spoken history, going back some 10,000 years for their people. They have it going back thousands of years of this creature and various others like it. Even to this day, some claim to have seen it. I can't call those people liars. So, like, do I think a lot of these creatures exist? You could place a good bet and say probably no. But like, if you lose money, like I just wouldn't be surprised at it.
Okay.
Now, what Nico said, that was from the sea monsters. We know that when sailors were out there and they claimed they saw sea monsters, it was just whale penis.
Do I think there is something in the waters? Potentially, yes. Only because, like you said, a lot of it has not been uncovered. Right. But as far as on land, there's way too much technology today, especially in America. Other places, different story. But there's too much technology in America that we haven't captured nothing. We ain't had nothing yet.
Here's the thing, though. Like, let's just say, and this is probably a whole other conversation. Let's just say one day we do get footage of any of this. What is the percent of the population you think would believe it?
Right.
Today.
Exactly.
It's going okay. So to be real, in order for it to legitimately be real, it's gonna have to run somebody a fade. It can't just be walking by like the alien on Signs. It's gonna have to literally.
There are people.
Hold on. See, look, no. Nico just said.
That's why we're gonna bring it back. Here's the thing.
Because the thing is that because the thing is everybody here watch Signs. Remember when that little alien slumped on by and everybody on the news was like, no, it's going to have to be beating somebody's ass for us to be like, oh shit, it is real.
Right. So that's why it's just one of those things like.
Right. Here's the thing.
Nobody's going to believe it.
Right. That's the thing. Like that show Destination Truth. When they went to Africa and Nigeria and many other populated places, and they talked about some of these other cryptids. There was one episode I showed Aranya called the Ahul, which was a giant bat, AHOOL, a giant bat creature that attacked men at night, like every few years or so. Like, tried to rape them, beat them, put people in the hospital.
SA.
Sorry, SA tried to SA people and put them in the hospital. My bad. Here's the thing, though. It ran people the fade because there were people with real injuries, documented hospital reports of them being SA'd, but nobody ever got killed one. Nobody ever got a picture of one. There was some that got footage of video of one far away, and that's it. So, we may one day get footage of something. I just don't know how many people will believe it.
I just don't want to be the person it attacks. Fuck all that. I don't want no cryptid attacking me. Please do not attack me. Please. I believe in you. Do not attack me with your claws, teeth, whatever. Now I become one. I don't care what the lore is. I don't want to be attacked by nothing. Please do not attack me.
It's like if one somehow one day is proven real, I don't know the percentage of the population that would believe it. And you could probably even go as far as to say we would probably catch one, pick one.
Right.
And people will still be like, that's a person in a suit.
But here's the thing. Just think about how many people did not believe that the giant squid was a thing until they caught one and they did the dissection and people still was like, it's fake. They was like, that's not real. And they were like, the eyeballs the size of a dinner plate. And I was like, kill me. No, my worst nightmare.
Here's the thing, though. That is the biggest squid we have found ever. What hunts and eats squid? Sperm whales. We have found sperm whales washed up on shore with bigger marks on their bodies than what those squid could do. Yep. So there's obviously bigger squid or something bigger out there that we have still to this day not seen. So, like one day some of this stuff is going to get captured when we have the technology to go further and explore further and get stuff more instantaneously than we can today. But
because to be honest, our technology is better than it was during the railroad times, but like it's not it's not Doctor Who technology. If that when they do all these sonars and stuff for the rainforest, they still don't get a good picture. I'm just saying, you know,
like the railroad times,
time.
like it's better than with back in the day of the steam engine. I'll tell you what. Like
I don't know why railroad times pop be so much just then. It's better than the railroad times.
You know what time it is. But I'm just saying, like, we don't have Doctor Who, Star Trek type of shit. Like, we don't. If you look at a lot of the things and do any of these studies with these people, you look at sonar. And it's like that sonar, what is that you following?
Right. Sonar tells you there's something moving over there. It doesn't tell you what it is.
Right. Our technology is not that great to be able to say that, oh, we have discovered everything on land and there's no way we could have caught blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, we're not doing that good.
Look, think of it like this. What was that movie with Will Smith? Enemy of the State? Or they had that satellite constantly tracking him and his movements? We don't even have a satellite like that today. We don't have a satellite that can move that quick because they are constantly moving in orbit, and it doesn't. We don't get the footage in time. No. Like we don't have the technology. like you.
They still trying to figure out how those nice Egyptian people move them stones. Like, come on.
Trying to figure that out.
Struggling. We are struggling. So, you know, do I believe
they trying to figure out how to get to Mars? And like, you know, like there are people that denied we went to the moon, and like we could jump there now if we wanted to.
Yeah.
But like so
you know, I do believe there are cryptids. I don't necessarily believe that all of them are true, but I know that every story is based off of something. You know, and at the end of the day, if we could track down what that something is, like you said, it could be a difference between those cute, adorable possums in Australia versus the horrible monstrosities that we have here. You know,
like, look, I want to know, like, if we've seen the Australian possum, well, we've seen what the Australian possum looks like. If you don't know what that looks like, people, Google it. It's an adorable little creature.
Adorable.
However you feel about the American possum, that's your opinion. That one.
Yuck.
Is it just
burn them all?
That one.
Well, not all of them because they help prevent Lyme disease.
That one is atrocious with her opinion on it. But like we've seen the ancestor of the three-toed sloth. That giant beast that was the size of a minivan that squared up with dinosaurs. I want to know what the ancestor of the possum was.
That's what I was just saying.
I want to know even further than that what the ancestor of the platypus was, because that is a mutant.
I feel like we created that. Like, I just don't believe that is a natural born critter.
You think that thing escaped from a lab sometime?
Yeah, we were doing some testing. It was like, oops, like the three guys on the
Because look at it. It has the body of a what? Penguin or a beaver, the feet of a duck, the bill of a duck. It's not a marsupial. It's a mammal. It is venomous, and it lays eggs.
Come on, man. That's not.
Like,
come on.
What?
That was a mistake. We created that. And I just,
like,
I want
to. I want to see what the first creature was, because I think sometime long ago, a bunch of random creatures got together and started Targaryen, just like inbreeding and shit. And now we got the platypus to this day.
Right.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
So, but anyway, we ranting now. So.
I mean, but that's what this is for.
Who got the next question?
I'll do it. What is was your favorite Halloween property or franchise that was meant for kids? So
Goosebumps.
there you go. So I would say, like, like the examples would be Scooby Doo, Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
And Are You Afraid of the Dark?
You know, like any of the paranormal shows these days, like Dead End or what's the other one? The one they canceled from Nickelodeon, with the Mystery Shack, the twins.
Mystery Shack. Oh no, that was Disney.
That was Disney. Mabel was the sister.
Wait, they didn't cancel it. It had a proper ending. Gravity Falls.
It did have a proper ending. Gravity Falls. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that was
probably
Disney.
ain't got an answer. But
but yeah, I mean, Gravity Falls. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps. Most of that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Like,
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Like,
you said that like you didn't know the name of the show.
Right. It's like it's not a right or wrong answer.
I mean, I watched it when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? But like, y'all know how I am. I don't really watch made for children horror things.
Right.
So, I need to see some guts.
Because I'm over there big adult on that side, so that's why.
I need some guts. I need some blood.
I'm just big adult.
I need somebody throat ripped out, entrails dangling about. Like, I'm not big on the PG-13 things. I want to see some. I like body horror. So. So I guess Are You Afraid of the Dark when I was a teenager? Yay! I had an answer.
I guess.
Scoot, you got
Boss?
another question?
Oh, that was yours, what you were saying?
Oh, y'all know me is Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo
but like, if I couldn't say that one, it would definitely be Goosebumps. Like, there were some horrific stories in that series, man. The Monster Mask, Night of the Living Dummy, like, man, Camp Nowhere.
I like Night of the Living Dummy, I believe.
What was it? The Walk of the Jack-o'-lanterns.
Say Cheese and Die.
Ooh, man. Like, there was some great ones, man. So, Goosebumps was just classic.
I have one. Favorite horror video game. Oh no, we lost both.
Oh.
But yeah, favorite horror video game.
Let me think.
Okay.
Resident Evil 4.
I knew that was coming from you.
Or Dead Space.
Good pick. For me, it would be the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Okay.
Mainly because Resident Evil 2 was my favorite of the Resident Evil franchise. That one just did everything better and bigger, and I love it. I love it to pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
That's a good pick. Very good pick.
I love that game. Like, that game is fun. That game is.
Like, we need to get back to it.
Let me.
Oh no, he's frozen. Look.
Oh, he's frozen in time. Oh no, now he's big. What's happening? What is happening? Like,
did he fall out? What's happening?
No, I gave a close up on my face because of the answer you chose.
Oh, because of Evil Dead?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Evil Dead?
I mean, that game looks all right to me. Like, it don't look,
It's fun.
I guess,
man. It is fun.
It's a lot of fun. I really.
Okay, Nico. Really, Nico. You think it's on some unfriended shit over here?
I was like, oh shit, Logo. Logo, he's dead to us. Logo.
And yes, I didn't play it because those ain't my type of games, Nico.
Oh man.
So shut your face.
But like if I had to give more than just one, Silent Hill 2, Dead Space 2, Five Nights at Freddy's,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
Security Breach.
That game get your nerves going and raw. You just like, ah!
bad, just horrible. Like Outlast.
I don't want to talk about Outlast. I'm sure it's a great game. I would never finish it. Nico said Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame 2. Fatal Frame 2. Crimson Butterfly. When you in that crawl space and that bitch come, look, man. Talk about new draws needed.
Oh, that
I never played a Fatal Frame.
What's that? What's the name of the Aliens game? Aliens
Isolation. Look, man, atmospheric. That game has got a lot of other games beat. Like, whoo. Yeah, there's some great horror games out there.
Aaron, I think you. I'm sorry. Ooh, Araya, I think you have the next question.
Okay, this is a two-part kind of question. I'm going to give my answer first after the question. So here we go. Now, this came to me while I was working, so don't judge me, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
If you could have a horror movie made into a horror series, what movie would it be? And who would you have directed? Also,
oh shit, I don't know directors.
Well, you can say like if you like we were laughing earlier about Blumhouse. Like if you like Blumhouse or A24 or whatever, you could just do that. That's fine. And also, if you could have a horror movie and you could have it remade, what horror movie would it be and who would be the director? Okay. So for me, so my horror movie that I would have made into a series is actually Demon Knight. Because Scooter, let me ask you this. Not trying to
I've seen Demon Knight.
Okay. So you know Demon. I just have to check. You don't know. So if you think about Demon Knight, it has the potential to be a series because there's lots of demons out there that are trying to defeat the person who has the stars in their hand. I would actually like Mike Flanagan to direct that. He's the one that did House of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, the Midnight Club, most recently. I know Nico is like, it's a slow burn, but I think Demon Knight could be a slow burn series. I think that it would work. I think if he got into it, especially because he's into kind of supernatural things, I think that if he got into it, oh my God, I would love for them to get Billy Zane to be in it. Please be in it. So my film that I think I would want rebooted would be Prince of Darkness. We all know that is one of my favorite horror films, and I would want James Wan to do it. What's the best line, Nico? I'd want James Wan to do it because in an interview that James Wan did, he said that what he likes to do with his horror is stick to the traditional horror elements. Darkness, sound, just that creep factor. And I'm like, that's the essence of what Prince of Darkness is. Like, it's that creepy, we're all in a old church. This is dark. The lights don't work that good. Look at the people who don't have dwellings anymore. Like there's lots of atmospheric things that could happen. And I think that James Wan could successfully pull that off and give you what you want, out of the movie. So those are my answers.
Okay, I can give my answers, but I don't know directors. So I'm going to just say the properties and y'all can fill in the directors for me. How about that? So the movie I would want to be a TV show 13 Ghosts.
I agree.
That way we can discover the backstories of the ghosts,
Mm-hmm.
all the above. 13 Ghosts. And as far as a movie I would like to get remade, oof. Oh, I really don't know with that one. Oh, Halloween Ends. Definitely.
You made me snort.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Halloween Ends. 100%. Boss.
I was ready.
Oh. Oh. So, movie I would like to see done as a series, and the director I would like to see attached. I would love The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys done as a show. Give us a slower burn. Keep it still kind of tongue in cheek, a little bit comedic, but still make it keep the vampires like horrific. And I would love to see Michael Giacchino, who did Werewolf by Night, do it.
Okay.
Now, Marvel's Werewolf by Night. Now, if I wanted to see a movie remade or another show made into a series, I would like them to redo Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
Into a show. But I would need Arana's guy, Mike Flanagan, to do it.
He's good.
Because I still haven't seen the most recent
Is
movie.
this man?
Like, I still have not seen the most recent movie. But Mike Flanagan.
I said, whom is Mike Flanagan?
He is an awesome director. And I agree with Nico. He said Hellraiser needs a series, but from a perspective of the Cenobites.
That would be insane. Like, and I would like Mike Flanagan to do that.
Hell yeah.
So
Mike Flanagan, he started doing, I think it's Netflix. Which one was the first one? It wasn't House of Bly Manor. It was the one before that.
Let me see. I got his stuff up now. So, director, the first thing he did for Netflix. Oh, he's been directing a long time. Let's see. The first thing he did for Netflix was actually Gerald's Game.
Okay. Gerald's Game was good. Did you see that movie?
But I have not.
No.
But the first show he did was The Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill House.
To this day, that show is probably the greatest single horror season of television I've ever seen. Like, I still love that show to this day.
Don't be ignoring Nico's comment.
No, I ignored that last comment. Mm-mm.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Tiny person. Yeah.
I would like to see a Leprechaun series if we can get Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in it.
Oh, you want it to be a comedy?
Yes.
Okay.
Full on. Like, what that last one with the wrestler, what was his name, Scoop?
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. Where he looked like a mission cancel fledgling person. Look, I can't say the words, so y'all understand what I'm saying. Mission canceled fledgling person, where he looked like that with just pointy ears. You could throw that movie just out. Just throw that out.
Thank y'all guys for tuning in. You know, we appreciate y'all. You know, some people don't know how to behave themselves, so
but no,
we're gonna just cut our losses.
Love them leprechauns like you, Nico.
Right, but Erana,
a young lep.
Young lep. That's a rap name. But did you know Mike Flanagan also did Ouija, Origin of Evil that we saw?
Really?
He also did that movie Oculus and Hush.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. And I love those movies.
That man cut his teeth. So, like,
I'm here for it. He's very talented in my opinion. And I like him. I haven't seen any interviews from him. I don't know if he's on what is his name? Oh, I love him. What's his name? Hold on. He's the director of Cabin in the Woods.
Eli Roth?
Yeah. Eli Roth, something of horror. He does a lot of interviews with different horror movie directors like Rob Zombie, and that's how I learned a lot of the stuff that I know about John Carpenter, because he was on there, Rob Zombie, like lots of people on there. So I don't know if he's interviewed him on there, James Wan. But I need to go back. I think I may have missed some episodes. I need to go back and see if he has him on there so I can hear an interview of his, because I'm definitely interested. I don't even know what he looks like. Do you have a picture of him there? What does he look like?
I do. Let me pull that back up. All right, so I don't know how to share with this.
Just describe him.
He looks like a Family Guy character. And I don't mean overweight or anything like that. I mean, you wouldn't think this is a guy that writes and makes some of the best horror today.
So now I have to Google it because
I'm gonna put this picture in the chat. Let me see.
No, I know what Eli Roth looks like. Mike Flanagan. In what chat?
I don't think I can put it up. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I can't comment in our chat. Anyway, well.
Yes, I know what he looks like. Because remember, I love Siler. Remember we had this discussion. I love Siler. Siler's my favorite.
But yeah, you Google him. He looks like an accountant.
Oh. It takes a village, you know?
Lord. Boss, you got another question?
Yes. Two-parter. Favorite Halloween memory as a kid and an adult?
Trick-or-treating as a kid. I mean, you good, E?
I looked up Mike Flanagan.
Trick-or-treating as a kid and as an adult. I don't know if I have one as an adult, to be perfectly honest with you. But definitely as a kid, trick-or-treating.
Just trick-or-treating overall?
Yeah, candy. I was about that candy. I wanted all the candy. That was the goal. Candy. And all you had to do was just walk house to house to house to get it.
So I remember, I think it was my favorite as a kid was trick-or-treating. And I think I was a ninja pirate. I had combined two costumes into one, so don't even try to get the logistics on that. But so y'all remember them old brown paper sacks?
Yes.
That you got at the grocery store? I remember that year trick-or-treating, Halloween fell on a Friday that year. So I had trick-or-treated throughout my neighborhood and the neighborhood across from the main street. And I had filled up 1.5 of those brown paper sacks with just candy from trick-or-treating. And got home and sat there and just watched horror movies the rest of the night while I binged on candy. Let's just say the next morning, Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and the boys was trick-or-treat in.
I bet.
But so I just stayed up all night binging on candy and watching horror movies. 80s horror, 60s horror, mostly Hammer horror films. So shout out to Christopher Lee. as the Mummy, as Frankenstein's monster, and Dracula. He played all three. So in those Hammer films, and loved those movies because they were much more violent. And like the next morning, I could barely walk.
Wow.
Stomach was done. Do you understand? Like,
Wow.
so, but oh man, that was my favorite one as a kid, and my favorite one as an adult. Let's see, is simply going to horror movies. Horror movies, going to haunted houses. Like when I went with Aranya and then Nika and Xerxes, and we at that corner, and no, Xerxes didn't see old buddy standing on that feet,
and his soul left about his body. That was great. It was great.
And when you dragged me down that hallway from the fake chainsaw man,
I told you to come on. I told you to come on. You want to play?
Yeah, so like some of my favorite memories on Halloween as an adult. And so, Erana, what is yours?
So as a child, and y'all know I'm gonna be real specific because y'all be kind of vague a little bit, but I'm specific.
I wasn't vague. I told you it was all about the candy.
In the 8th grade, see how specific that is? In the 8th grade, I decided that I wanted to be a two-headed, like, mutant monster that had stolen a baby. And so,
whoa, hey, yo, that was mad specific.
I told you it was gonna be specific. It's me. So I bought clay, and I got some flour, and I made a little flour clay-faced baby. I made the eyes and everything, and I wrapped it up in a little, thing to hold. And I created this being that was attached to my shoulder. And it was really it was a sock that I had stretched and like made a face and put hair and stuff. Like I had sewed the hair on there and everything. So I was like a two-headed like monster thing. And I had the baby that I had stolen, but I made sure the baby was real chocolatey. Because in my head, that mattered. Okay. And I went trick-or-treating. And I remember the look on people's faces, and I loved it. They were like, What are you? And I was like, I'm a two-head mutant that stole a baby. And they were just like, and I was like, candy. So I started to realize that I liked being, I've always loved being something kind of gross and horrific, but I really realized how much I loved being something like that because people's reactions were very scared. And I was like, they're scared. They're looking at me like I'm crazy, and I love it. One of my favorite adult memories was something that I mentioned earlier. So there was a Halloween party at the Roxy, and I taped my boobs down, and I put on some black leggings and a black tank top. And on top of that, I had this brown oversized, it looked like, you know how Death's robe looks?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Nico. It looked like that, okay? But it was brown, and it had like a hood on it. And I slicked my hair down, and I took some latex and I put it on my face, and then I peeled it in little parts, and I did the makeup inside of there, and I hid my eyebrows, and I made my face look really sunken in and kind of gross and decrepit, and I made my teeth look like they were like brown and black all around the gums and stuff like that. And shut up, Nico. So I put the hood on, and I was actually meeting a nice gentleman that I liked. Shut up. Y'all don't have to talk about it. At that particular place. And I walked up to him, and I was like, hey. And he looked at me, and he was like, can I help you? And I was like, I was like, it's me. And he's like, me who? And I was like, it's me. It's Erana. And he was like, what happened to you? And the look on his face will forever live in my memories because you know what? I hate you, Nico. So the look, because his friend actually was like, is that Erana? And he was like, what? He was like, did you do that to your face? And I was like, yeah. And this dude walked up to me and he was like, are you a girl? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I was walking behind you and I was like, that person has a big ass. And he was like, I wasn't sure if you were a girl or not. He said, and I didn't want to say nothing. And I was like, I am a girl. He was like, you look terrible. And he was like, but in a good way, but you look terrible. And I was like, yay. And like everybody was just looking at me like, and that person, he was like, don't you want to be something cute like a bunny? And I said, don't you ever say that to me again. I don't want to be no fucking bunny ever, unless it's Bunnicula. And I got fangs and I've torn up stuff and I'm bloody. Like, don't you ever. He was like, you look really scary. He was like, go stand over there. He was like, because I don't like when you look at me. So yeah, I enjoy that reaction from people, especially people who are always like, oh, Erin, you look so pretty. And I'm like this. And then I hate Nico. I hate him. I hate him. It is my ultimate goal to make myself look as gross and terrible as possible. And I love when people are like, oh, ugh. I love it. It makes me happy.
Okay. I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
With the Halloween trilogy and like with the recent Halloween trilogy and the recent Hellraiser reboot and stuff like that, do like for instance with the Halloween trilogy, how it 2 and 3 was trash. Let's just put it out there. Do things like that diminish the characters for y'all?
No.
Like for instance, did the reboot of Hellraiser diminish the original Hellraiser? Or like did the reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street diminished Freddy? Like
not at all. Not at all.
No. And I'll say and I'll expand on that because when they do these
what?
remakes and stuff like that.
Right, the new what, Nico?
The new what was fire.
What? Now, if you mean the new Hellraiser, okay.
Oh, okay. He said Hellraiser.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Now.
Because if he would have said Halloween Ends, I would have unfollowed you right then and there.
Look, he would have been kicked out the chat. Like, look. But no, to expand on that, it doesn't diminish it because oftentimes when they remake these, take the Nightmare on Elm Street one, they completely change what the character was, is, or means.
Yeah.
So you can look at Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger.
We love you, Robert Englund.
And how he cracks jokes and he makes fun of you. As good of an actor as Jackie Earle Haley was, or is. He's not. He's still here. He's still here. My bad. Hold on. Yep, here we go. So, as good as an actor as he is, whoever wrote that movie wrote Freddy Krueger to try and make him more menacing and less comedic, and I'll just use the word goofy, than Robert Englund's was, because Freddy Krueger was always tongue-in-cheek. Exactly. They tried to make him too realistic. You can dismiss the backstory and stuff that they gave him. We knew that from sequels. They just put that all in one movie. But they tried to make him too realistic, too serious, too much of a serial killer out for revenge, instead of like whatever Freddy is, he's just like a phantom, like just like killing for the joy of it through dreams and nightmares. And so yeah, and it's just, yeah, like, you know, they often diminish what it is. Like, you know, like the same way Rob Zombie's Halloween didn't diminish the ones before that. Whether you think they're good, whether you think they're bad, they completely changed what Michael Myers was, and to make him more violent, more brutal, more menacing of an ominous figure. It didn't diminish it because they completely changed it. Like Hellraiser, they didn't change the characters. They were still the same Cenobites. They just changed how the box works. That's all they did. Now, like Erana doesn't like it, but they just changed how the box works, basically. So they didn't change the characters.
The thing about Nightmare on Elm Street is that they tried to change Freddy in part 2, which is why Robert Englund wasn't really on board for it, because Wes Craven actually wanted Freddy to be funny, because in the original, he didn't mean him to be funny. It just happened that way. And they got way more audience participation. Like everybody was into it in the first one. And they thought, well, you know, he's a killer because they already had, you know, Jason Voorhees. He can't talk, I don't think. So, I mean, he can moan a little bit, whatever. So they already had him. You already got Tommy. You already got Michael Myers. None of them really talk and they're not funny, but you did have someone who actually held conversations. So Wes Craven in his interview said at first he wasn't going to keep Freddy funny. And then since everybody loved it, that's why he was like, to hell with it. We just going to have him be that snarky personality. So when you come along and you make another one and you're just like, oh, well, he's not going to be the person that we know him as. It's just kind of like, oh, so this, I look at it as like a creative experiment. Like, you know, everybody sees art differently. I look at it like that. Was it bad? No. Did I rewatch it the other day? Sure. But I don't get anything out of it like I do when I watch the original Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, I do enjoy the kills, of course. You know, they were good. What's his name? Jackie Hurley?
Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie.
What name did you give?
I don't know. Jackie, he did the best of what he had. You know what I'm saying? But each actor is going to portray what they're given in a different manner. And if he came along,
right? That's 227.
Harry. But when you give, like, if he came along and he was that snarky kind of thing, then people would say, well, he's trying to be like Robert Englund, you know? So I think he was just trying to make it his own as well. But he gave me too much.
It was big shoes to try to fill.
It was. And I mean, you don't have to fill them. You can stand next to him, but don't stand way back. And you gave me too much Rorschach and not enough Freddy. So, but it doesn't change that Freddy is who he is. Like, these people are iconic in the way that they were portrayed in whatever year that first movie came out. And so then when you get follow-ups and people making it and stuff, it's kind of like, okay, that's cool. And like, we all know, I love Rob Zombie's Halloween. I do. I think it's great. Hey, Rob Zombie, you're awesome. You know, we're not talking about this trilogy shit that just came out, you know, but that doesn't change Michael Myers from 1978. You know, it just gave a little backstory to support what you already knew. I like that. I like you give me a little backstory so I understand what's going on. Okay. But when you give me a totally different story, I'm like this. I've already read Little Red Riding Hood, but you want to give it to me a different way? Okay, she was attacked in the forest and not at her grandma's house. All right. You know, like, whatever. It's cool.
Oh, fighting him in that bathroom stall, piecing him up. You talking about Scoot's clone? Like, look, he was piecing him up in that bathroom stall. Look, hey,
wait, hold on. Wait.
Google
I got something for that. Let me go ahead and do that. All right. So, yeah, no more of that slander. You know, no more of that. So, Yeah.
It was great though. Like I really enjoyed, that Halloween. I did. I thought I want Michael Myers to be savage and I want Freddy to be kind of funny when
Look
he
here.
cute.
Why y'all saying all that? Busta Rhymes was the only one who ran Mike that fade.
Look, no. We don't even have to talk about him running the fade. When Buster put on the mask and the suit and ran into him in the hallway
Yes.
and trash talked him,
And
Mike turned around and walked off. Look, that movie is to this day the worst Halloween movie, period. But that shit was funny. Like, that shit was... Because Buster should have been all kinds of dead in that movie. Like, just 80 different ways of fucked up is what he should have been. Like,
but he lived to fight another day.
But like, we talked about this, like how Freddy and Mike have both of those big 3 slashers, how they've both had missteps. You could, like, and we argued how Jason has been remarkably consistent in his films.
Yeah.
Like, since he debuted in the second movie. Remarkably consistent. Like, for better or worse. Like,
I mean, the thing is, right? The thing is with a lot of these movies, it's that thing that happens in America. We look at the success, we look at these cash cows, and we keep making them and making them and making them. But at the same time, we don't have these complete thought out stories. Because if we're really looking at Jason at base, Jason is just a dude in a hockey mask fucking people up.
Revenant.
A wilderness raised revenant just fucking everybody.
Don't ever say wilderness raised.
Like, what more could you do with that? Oh, we gonna put him in Manhattan. We gonna put him in the city. We gonna put him in space.
We gonna make him fight Freddy. Like,
we gonna make him fight Freddy.
They've done all kinds of things to him. And like, all you need to do is just move out of his town and leave him be. That's it.
Not even a town.
Don't stop fucking in the cabins. I don't have a bra on. Oh, look, I'm gonna fall on this dick. Okay, fall on the dick and you get the machete. There you go. At the end, there it is. So y'all keep it in your fucking pants. We know that he's probably like a eunuch or something, and he is very much so against sex. So let's not do that.
Man.
So that'd be my issue with a lot of these slashers, in a sense, is the fact that they keep making them and making them and making them, and it's like, let me get some thought out stories. Like, why is Jason still fucking people up?
Right. Like they were gonna do that in, like, I think they did it in a comic, or it might have been a book. How he might have had it genetically from his dad. So, but they never put that story in any of the movies, so it's not canon. It's not canon. Yeah. So, they gave Mike the backstory treatment. They gave Freddy the backstory treatment. All the Scream killers had their various stories. Yeah. You could look at every other slasher has a backstory, whether they're big like those few we named, those big 4 we named, or you could even look at Tommy. He's got more backstory than any of them.
Listen, like Tommy got family.
Tommy got family issues. So, but Jason, they just like, it's a wilderness raised drowned child who kills people that lives, fucks, breathes around his lake. That's it.
I just have questions about Jason. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you become old? And now are you not old anymore? Like, did you stop at some point? Like, you went from being, I don't have but 7 hairs, boy in the lake with the lumpy head. Okay. You went from being that to now you're a grown ass man. Were you ever a teenager? Like, was there a teenager?
Like, he went from being the stillborn Targaryen baby to just 7'8" with a machete, just cleaving people.
Why he not naked?
Where do you get the clothes from?
What does is he eating? He eating rabbits and raccoons? Does he need
slugs, bugs, Hakuna Matata is what Jason be on. So, like,
I mean, I guess he in that same boat with Mike Myers. We ain't never seen Mike Myers eat that neither.
And that's the thing. Like, Mike Myers is more human to me than Jason is. And
yes.
I'm like, he don't never sit down and Luby's like, man, ooh, let me get up at this man.
Look, that could be a Robot Chicken short. Like, you just, like, they, after they kill a bunch of people, Mike just sit down and order some DoorDash.
Right.
And like,
he's tired, okay? Like,
and then too, a person like Mike is perfect because nobody know what he look like. So ain't nobody know that he just put up a triple-double last night.
Right. He could put that outfit in a suitcase and walk to the next town because don't nobody move. So what is it, Haddonfield? Nobody moves.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, let me get some wings. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But last night,
he let me get some
37 people.
That buffalo. Let me get some of that buffalo hot and like some of that mango habanero. Yeah, let me get 20 piece.
But see, Jason has a hair lip too. So how does he cheat? Is he cooking the rats? Because you remember when he lifted up the mask, he was like, and it's like,
he probably swallows it whole or just like gums it, just like that's what he does.
Yo. Of all of the slashers, Jason is probably the most deformed. I mean, Tommy is not.
Look, he started deformed, and he got more deformed the more injuries he took. Like, it probably is not the word. Definitely is the word you want because, like I said, that boy went from being a Targaryen to just living in the woods. Like Pamela Targaryen Voorhees had that boy, took him to a summer camp, knowing he looked like what he looked like. Freddy's crispy, but that's Burns.
Exactly.
Jason's eyes are what's the term? Not symmetrical. His pings.
But see, Freddy in your dreams, he not trying to seduce you.
No.
You know what I mean? But like Jason, and that's the thing, Pamela, you took him to the summer camp. You know he needs special attention.
And you left him there.
And you was like, I'm gonna drop you off. All right, son, bye. And he just ran off with his webbed hands. Come on, man. Come on.
like
webbed hands.
I don't know. And I don't know if he went swimming, somebody pushed him in. We just know the counselors weren't watching him. Okay, right. That's the best backstory we got. And we got that in Friday the 13th, the first one.
Right.
So, Jason is long overdue for some kind of treatment. You know what? I would like a Friday 13th series, 2 seasons max. 2 seasons max. I don't need more than that. We can get I would have said old buddy from American Horror Story, but he might fuck it up because his seasons are hit or miss.
Yeah.
So Mike Flanagan again would be drawn upon here. Pamela is the killer in the first season, as she was in the first one. If that was a spoiler to you, you've had 40 fucking years. Okay, so
that's your fault.
So, his mother is the killer in the first season. You got to show him, like in the first few episodes, like her working at the camp, Jason being there as a boy. You got to show what leads up to it, like why he is the way he is. You got to show his daddy, him drowning, all that. And in the latter half of that season, we could do, say, 10 episodes. It's her killing all the counselors.
And for me, if I were to do that, I would want it only up until the day after he dies. Only up until the day after. I want to see how that life is at the house. I want to see the dad. I want to see the different things that she had going on in her mind with as far as her son, why she even brought him there, like what's happening here, when she gave birth to the Targaryen baby. Like, I want to see up until he drowned, and she was mad. And like the last episode is her just gripping a weapon, and she got that sweater on, and that's the end of the series. Like that's where I want my series to stop, because we know what happens from that point on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like before that, I need 2 whole seasons of how you got to here. Okay, how did you get here? How did you get here?
And in the second season, I need to know, because they said in the second movie he saw his mother. So where the hell were you? Why didn't you go up to your mother? Like, explain that to me. Like, you knew that's your mother. She thought you were dead. Yeah. Why didn't you go up to her? So, like, you know, I need to know how you went from the boy in the lake to up there, as big as you were, boy, just killing people. Like, you know, his mama might have put on a pot of beans and it just lasted him for the rest of his life.
Forever. How is Camp Crystal Lake still open?
They keep like you remember the movies. Well, you probably don't remember movies. I recently rewatched them all the way up.
WYPIPO.
That is a good part. That is a big part of it. I recently rewatched them all up until Manhattan. So I stopped at Manhattan. When he drowned in sewer acid, because apparently they store that in New York sewers. But anyway,
boy, New York be wild, boy. As far as they got New York. Boy, New York sounds like a horror movie by itself.
Look, I was watching that movie. It's like the way they portray New York back in the day. It's just some crime-riddled thing. Like when he drowned the teacher in that barrel that was full of toxic waste and had a dead rat floating in it. Like, you know, it just like, and that was just sitting on the street.
Hey, we know that New York has a lot of bats in their sewers enough to defeat anybody. Okay, we know that the water is toxic. There's rats everywhere. Like
if we just really looking at New York as a whole, that sounds like a horror movie by itself.
Right. Alone. But here's the thing: Friday the 13th, the first one takes place at the camp, the summer camp, where his mother kills the counselors. The second one does not take place at the camp. Neither does the third, neither does the fourth, neither does the fifth. They all take place in separate locations around the lake. Because that's how you got, and I think it's the second one, when they were at another camp, and they were like, have you heard the legend of Camp Blood? And they like them teens went over there, they got. So
yes, Nico, there were lots of beds. By the way, I just laughed because I thought about, come and get your supper.
Oh, when he killed that man child on the motorcycle.
Yep.
Look,
he's like, he hurt me, Mom. He hurt me.
And he just riding, peeling that shit out. Like
turn him into a what?
A Kamehameha.
I don't know what that is.
Look, hey, as long as you don't say it like old buddy on that video said it, the Kamehameha. Like,
what is happening?
Like, so, oh man.
Sorry, I'm still. He hurt me, Mom.
But yeah, so it's Camp Crystal Lake, because if you remember us playing it, there's those different locations we started in. You don't all of it, like they don't even go back to the camp. Like they don't even go back to the camp at any point, if I remember right. So
your friend Nico said when Morbius hit old boy with all those bats, I think he's referring to your doctor.
It still makes no sense. Look.
No sense. It's fine. It's fine. I have a question.
Yes.
If you were in a horror movie, I hope Scoop can hear me. If you were in a horror movie and you had to chop off one piece of your body, what part would you choose?
My pinky toe on my left foot. You get an absolute minimum. Like you didn't specify the situation or the terms. You getting the absolute minimum. Like, so, like cut off a piece of your body to live or I kill you. All right, snip.
I would cut my ring finger off. I don't need it.
Okay.
I don't. What do you need it for?
Boss ain't watched Peacemaker. I watched Peacemaker. Wait a minute. You look, I think they got my toe.
I can't keep my balance. You can't have your balance if you ain't got your pinky toe.
That's right. You sure can't. That's why
It's
ring finger. I don't need it for what? It just looks pretty, and I get glitter on it. Like I don't.
It'll either be a finger or a toe.
Which finger or which toe?
Probably a pinky. Cause I gotta keep the thumbs.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta keep the ring finger. I gotta keep this one.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
I gotta be able to point at them, like, you know.
Yeah, my ring finger on my left hand, let it go. It's no need for it. It's extra. It's just extra.
All right, I got a question, and I can give y'all's mine straight up. If you was in a horror movie and you had to die, how would you die? I've said this many times before in conversations. I've said it on a stream, and I'm telling it to you live on the podcast. Unicorn. A la Cabin in the Woods. Let's go.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Let's go. Unicorn impalement. I'm Gucci. Let's go.
I am going the Futurama route, and I'm going Death by Snoo Snoo. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
You know what? We had enough of you. Ooh, we had enough of him. Aranya. He would choose that. We had enough of him. Y'all, Cosmic Boss had to go. You know. You can catch him on CCRs. You can catch him with his Boss Reacts. You can catch him and, you know what? Hold on. I got one for you.
Nico said you don't want to die on a motorcycle like Hemsworth. No.
Okay, hold on. He might choose Death by Snoo Snoo, but I got him. So I guess your Snoo Snoo would be with old girl from Barbarian then.
No.
Ooh, or Henrietta. Those are your two options.
No. It would be a 9 foot tall demon priestess, muscular up like an ogress.
You don't get to pick on that. You get Henrietta or you get Barbarian girl.
Yeah, I do. And look, the other option is that is a child. That is a child.
Not a child, it's a doll.
It's a child. If
he's talking about Megan Thee Stallion.
No.
Is he talking about Megan Thee Stallion, or is he talking about the android
he's talking about Megan Thee Stallion.
No, he just said that's an AI.
No, you said AI. My bad.
No, sir.
That's not a child.
Nope. Childlike in appearance.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong with short girls.
Nope. Nope.
All right, Orion.
If it ain't that, it's gonna be Amazing Grace. And I'm gonna sing badly just like that. Like
Orion, what's your death?
It's prime time, bitch.
I'm trying to think of the quickest death possible because every time I think of, I'm like, okay, if I took a hatchet to the head, what if I don't die? What if I don't die? What if I'm just like this?
Right. What if you just get the damage and then you survive with half a dome now?
No. It'd be like that, what was it, that Robot Chicken skit with Thelma and Louise? Where they actually survived the car going down the mountain and their body was all mangled up. And then they was like, you know what? Jail don't sound too bad. You know, at least you get 3 hots in a cot.
Oh no. I'm like, and then I think about, okay, on Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, when Nancy was kind of asleep, remember when Freddie pulled her and it like the tub was in the darkest of water underneath it? I was like, that's a no, because we all know I can't do dark water. I'm just gonna be turds. I'm like, okay, fine. And I'm like, damn, everything hurts. Saw, trap, hurt. Like, I don't want to hurt.
Oh, I ain't going out none of them saw traps. No.
Because it's gonna rip my face off. I'm gonna get nervous. I'm gonna start peeing on myself. Like, I'm gonna be embarrassed. Like, can I do death by asp? Say what I said. Just sleep. Because all that other shit is gonna be too much. Like, come on, like I said, hatchet to the head. Or like, if you remember, let me think. I don't remember. I think it's part 2. The dude in the wheelchair, how they did the crossbow with the fire in his eye. What if I live? What if I'm just like this? No, like, no. You have to cut my head smooth off. Like, cut my head smooth off. I don't want to be the person in the sleeping bag that he beat up against a tree. Like,
no. Yes. Then you just got a shattered spine.
Right. And I'm just laying there like, fuck.
I've seen the first season, Nico.
I haven't watched it yet at all.
A couple seasons. I think maybe 2 or 3 seasons of American Gods. Please don't mention that one lady goddess, please. But look, I mean,
hey.
Yeah, look, that's what I said. Don't mention that.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, Nico, like hey, I am willing. I am willing for the cause.
You're willing until you realize it's like nope, and you get in the cloud and it's like and then you're like, oh shit, never, damn it. Yep.
Unicorn death. Murder me. Unicorn murder me.
But where do you want the unicorn to stab you? In the stomach?
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't want my kidney to start failing and then I'm just on dialysis. Like, I don't want to do.
See, you just leave yourself open because you're gonna be just bending over to pick something up, and then all of a sudden, ramrod with that horn. That's it.
Right. And all
right, you know.
Oh no. Mouse was put in timeout.
Nico, I'm gonna kick you out too somehow. I gotta figure that.
I want zombie to eat my entrails because it's gonna hurt.
Nah, I wouldn't want to die by a zombie at all.
I mean, but I want to come back as a zombie because fuck everybody. Like, I want to feast.
Oh, so you want a Train to Busan moment where the sister let the other sister in?
Like, let me go.
That's what you gonna do? That's what you gonna do? That's a zombie potion.
Like,
anybody got any other questions?
I don't.
I think I had one more. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I did have one more. What horror movie murder did you find to be the most disturbing?
Ooh.
Old buddy getting twisted in Saw 3. That was unnecessary.
Oh, that's...
Why was it unnecessary, Scoop?
It was unnecessary. Because one, he couldn't even escape it. And they like showed it. Like they showed his body getting twisted. And it was like, nah. So that one definitely up there for me.
I've seen so many horror movies. And I mean, I know I asked the question, but it didn't mean that I had an answer. It just meant I had a question. So let me think. Because I got to think of some really good horror movies. Oh, what's the name of that movie? Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all the name of the movie. And then I think you've seen it, boss. I don't know if Scooter's seen it or not. No, that's not it. Is it?
Oh, if you got something while E looking it up?
I'm actually looking up mine too, trying to
Okay, I don't remember the name of it, and maybe it'll come to me while I'm telling you about it. But okay, so the movie is about a girl who goes to a party. She's like a kind of weird to herself person. She goes to a party and she gets like drunk and kind of drugged, and she's essayed by this person. Well, the person had been having sexuals with corpses. So the girl slowly starts to turn into a zombie, but like it's over a period of time. It's not like, oh, it's not like 28 days later, like drop, oh, I love you kids, throw them on the ground. No, it's not like that. It like her down there starts to have maggots. And like she is, yeah. And she just slowly starts to get sicker and sicker until like the end of the movie, she turns full zombie. And there's two of them. And it's like contagious or something like that. But yeah, like the man had been having sex with corpses, and he gave her some type of weird disease, if you will, that caused her to slowly start to turn into a zombie. That I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want any type of vaginal maggot. So let's be clear. Ew. And she was very sick. She couldn't eat food. She would throw up. One of her eyes turned totally red, and then it turned to I don't even know what else. I can't even describe what it turned into. And she was a zombie. So she started getting cold, stuff like that. And her hearing was weird and her sense of smell. So it's really more of a drama, but it's crazy. And I loved it. And I can't think of the name of it, but I'm going to find the name of it. Boss, you go.
Okay. You said most brutal or disturbing?
Disturbing.
Disturbing. I'm just gonna do two either way. Okay. The one that still is like just damn to this day is the mercy kills in the Myst.
Oh, it is funny because Mike and I was just talking about that movie.
The 10 seconds. Just wait 10 seconds more.
Damn.
Besides that one, Scoot, you have not seen this, but me and Aranya went with Xerxes, Suspiria, the remake, Olga. You don't remember who that is? When the main character finally got her chance to perform the dance in front of the class, the previous top performer was locked in this room of mirrors and made to perform the same movements through the mysticism that was going on. Mm-hmm. And every time the new girl started doing her points and hitting her points, essentially, the other girl would get an injury. And it was twisting her body, kind of like old buddy from Saw 3. Well, exactly like him, except every bone, she was getting cracked, twisted, split. Like you see it like all under the skin, like her arm just went backwards. Her jaw went upside down. She was bleeding. She looked like somebody had two giant hands, grabbed her, just started rolling her up like a ball of paper.
She reminded me of the lady in Pet Sematary that was in the back room.
The sister? Yes. Like that was brutal. We were in the theaters like, damn. Like just like we saw that and like they came in, looked at her. She was still alive after it was finished. They drug her away by, I think it was a foot or one of her arms, and she was just like she couldn't even vocalize pain anymore. Like and I think they just put her into one of the tunnels they had under the school and just left her. Like those two. to like, because you could talk about decapitations and slicing, dicing, and all that, but that shit, man, like
I
you
agree.
were 10 to 15 seconds away from safety, and then there was nothing you could do. Like you just got twisted and crumpled by forces you couldn't stop. Like,
Exactly.
like, so
Not Twisted and Crumpled though. The movie is called Contracted. That's what it's called.
Contracted. Okay.
And I do have a runner-up. It's not exactly the same, but I just want to just give a shout out to what's his name in the Evil Dead remake? The friend that read from the book.
That idiot. Look.
Yo, first of all, you got your eye poked by a hypodermic needle. And then you got shot up by a nail gun.
By a nail gun. You just
wait. And they're not stopping.
No. Then he got set on fire. Like this dude got everything that was coming.
Like, bro. I mean, I know you read from the book, so they came, and I get it. But damn, I don't want to go.
They did him dirty. Like,
first of all, the if you stab me in the eye with a hypodermic needle, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I'm out. And then you just start shooting me with a nail gun. Like, you already on the floor. Like, wait, and it's the pain that man experienced in that movie was ridiculous. He experienced more pain than anybody else. Like, I'm sorry. He was pretty much tortured. And to me, that's a runner-up. I don't want to be tortured. That is disturbing. Nope. I don't want to get shot up by a staple gun. I don't want none of that. None of that.
Agreed. I ain't trying to get tortured.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. So bless his heart. But, you know.
All right. Well, before we go, something we haven't done in a while. A good old guest list.
We have not done one of these in a while.
Now, Watch Mojo did a list of the top 20 badass female heroines in horror movies.
Okay.
I'm going to give y'all 20 through 11. And I'm going to see if y'all can figure out 10 through 1. So remember, this is Watch Mojo. So subjective.
Okay.
So horror movies can be subjective. Number 20, Gail Weathers from Scream.
Okay.
Number 19, Alice Hardy from Friday the 13th.
Wait a minute. Friday, the first one?
Right. They just said Friday the 13th series. They didn't specify.
Okay.
Number 18, Meg Penny from The Blob. Number 17, Dana Polk from Cabin in the Woods. 16, Christy Cotton from Hellraiser.
Kirsty.
15, Jennifer Hills from I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
14, Selena from 28 Days Later.
Okay.
13, Haley Keller from Crawl.
Okay.
Number 12, Tree Gelbman from Happy Death Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Number 11 is Jen from Revenge.
I got 2 right off the bat.
I got 1 for sure. Well, 2.
Okay, so
3.
we have 10 through 9.
All right, so
Aaron.
that was gonna be one of the 2 I say. Aaron from You're Next.
Yeah.
She was number 6 on the list.
Mine is Ellen Ripley.
She was numero uno.
Absolutely.
Laurie Strode.
She was number 4.
Nancy from Nightmare on Elm
Number
Street.
8.
How many more we got left?
6 more.
6 more.
Damn.
Wait, no, sorry. More than 6. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 6 more.
I thought you said it was 1 through 10.
Yeah, you got 6 more. Y'all said 4.
Is old girl? No. I was going to ask if old girl from Dawn of the Dead is on there.
No. One of them is from a series that I already named. Actually, other than Nancy, there's another repeating character from a series I named.
Who's a repeating character from Nightmare on Elm Street?
I said other than Nancy. There's another character on the list from a movie I named earlier. If you want hints, number 10, Caves.
Oh, The Descent?
Oh,
Yes.
girl from The Descent.
I can't
Sarah
remember her
Carter
name.
from The Descent was
Okay.
number 9.
Yeah, I couldn't remember her name.
Sorry, number 10.
Okay. 9 hint.
9. You recently talked to me about these horror movies. You said they weren't bad, but they weren't good either.
Sidney Prescott.
That's number 2.
Okay.
But number 9, trying to think the best way to describe it without giving it away. It's something you would use to chop down something.
Hatchet?
X?
Yes.
Oh.
Mary Beth from Hatchet.
I don't even remember that girl.
I don't remember that girl.
I remember that.
Number 7 is from Aranya's.
Shut up, Nico.
Number 7 is from Aranya's favorite horror game.
Evil Dead. What's her name?
Oh.
Damn, what's her name?
What's her name?
She just became a character.
She was just a main character.
Put it in the chat.
Nico from Evil Dead. The chick I used to play all the time. Oh shit.
You know what? Nico is a whole asshole. He's a whole asshole.
Nah, hold up. Wait a damn minute.
Hold on. Okay. So
hold on.
Don't look it up.
Damn it, what is her name?
Hold on.
If you want me to give it to you.
Pablo's girl. What is her name?
You said Pueblo's.
Pablo's girl.
Oh, you talking about in the series?
Yes.
I was talking about the girl from the remake.
No.
She lived.
No. She lived, but she.
What's her name?
I don't remember her name.
I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds, and I'm gonna just tell y'all.
No, what's old girl's name?
I'm looking at the clock. You got 5 seconds.
Pablo's girl.
Mia Allen.
Mia, see? It was from the remake, not from the series. Ass.
What? Damn it.
Okay, number 6, y'all got Aaron from your next. Number 5, it's from, to give the biggest hint, if y'all paid attention, the horror movie that scared me the most.
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah. Oh girl, her name is Clarice Starling.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, Clarice.
And number 3 is the last one. It's gonna kind of give it away if I say it, but she's a character in Broforce.
Wait a minute.
I don't know Broforce.
Hold on. A character
Tarantino.
in Broforce.
No, Tarantino was in the movie, but he didn't direct it.
The Bride? No,
nope.
That's not a horror movie. Oh, wait. He was in the movie, but he didn't direct it. It can't be old girl from Dusk Till Dawn.
Nope.
Okay.
I said Tarantino was in it, but didn't direct it.
Aranya's favorite. Cherry.
Yes.
Cherry
Yes.
with the gun leg.
Yes.
Planet Terror.
Yes. She was number 3.
Wow.
Number 3, yeah.
Paige Matthews. Thank you.
There you go.
Ain't nobody talking about no charm.
I love Paige, kind of, a little bit sometimes.
But yeah. that was the top 20 badass female heroines in horror movies.
I guess she did have a gun leg because I was like, badass, really? But I mean, her leg was a
I
gun.
mean,
She
that gun
she
leg
was
changed the
rocket
whole course
jumping
of that whole
like
movie.
Quake with that damn leg, man.
Yeah, it changed the whole course of that film.
I love the movie. Don't get me wrong. I love both of them, Death Proof and
Right.
Planet Terror. Like I watch them. I don't, I wasn't thinking she was like on the list.
I wouldn't really consider anybody really badass in Planet Terror.
Remember, watch Mojo.
True.
Yeah.
We
I thought like old girl from Death Proof was badass, the one that was on the hood, and then the one
in the horror movie.
Death Proof is a horror movie.
It's a horror. What was the nurse's name in Planet Terror?
I don't remember. I only seen Planet Terror like once.
The one that was injecting everybody with the poison, and she was running around with needles and shit, like an assassin. Yeah, that she was cool.
I like Planet Terror though.
But hey, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, Halloween Special 3, the Ninjaning is in the books. Tomorrow we'll be at the Houston Horror Film Festival pop-up. Our special thing will be characters, not necessarily from The Purge, but we're purgers. Yeah, we're gonna just be purging, not literally, but you get the gist.
No. I'll throw up.
Also, peeps, if y'all was watching, or by the time she said,
whatever,
I say no damn Persian.
Purgers.
If y'all are listening, TKG, Twisted Colors Gaming, comprised of Planet Nico, who's been in the chat.
Yes.
Pandemoniums and Viking Prince.
Yes.
They will be doing a 12-hour stream tomorrow for charity.
Tune in.
12 hours.
Support them.
Tune in and donate your money.
That's right.
Tune in, donate your money. Hit Nico with all the bean boozles so he can just have hot mouth the whole stream.
Part with your pockets.
What else? I think Viking is probably gonna do the one chip challenge or some shit. Like they got some stuff that's supposed to go down.
Yes.
So
we're gonna support.
Yes, hot mouth.
Yep. Hot mouth, like Tom and Jerry.
Oh. But we're gonna support those guys because they are awesome and we love them to death, and we're all one big happy family. So
yes. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you in Houston, catch us at the Houston Horror Film Festival pop up tomorrow.
With us.
Yes, please come take pictures with us if you see this.
Shout out to Wrong Turn Johnny out there. Hope to see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow, Johnny.
But yes, definitely we'll have pictures. What's up?
I got one shout to send. Hold on. Because see, I know y'all think that I am weird like that. Shout out to Bobo the Clown. I'm going to try my best. If I see him tomorrow to take a picture with him, I might start crying.
What?
We'll try. We'll try.
Excuse me?
Right.
He is a very nice guy, and I'm going to try.
Hey, get Scoot to eat them ghost pepper puffs. You know what?
I ate them last time.
You did. And the child called you out and called you a for it.
Have you not proven myself enough?
I think you have. You've done very well with the hot
You have. You did.
Like, I feel like I have done enough at this point. But thank y'all. Oh, there definitely there will be a CCR. I don't know if we're gonna do it right then and there. We might, that way you can catch us in full regalia.
Yes.
But definitely look out for the CCR on the pop-up. Look out for any CCRs. I haven't told the ninjas, but something's coming up in the CCR. I don't know which one, but something is coming up very soon.
Okay.
And I don't know if the other two have paid attention, but something is coming up very soon. So be on the lookout. Okay. We got Black Panther in 2 weeks. Say it, boss. Go on, say it,
The
boss.
Black Panther. The Black Panther.
We
You
got
have
Black
lost
Panther.
the power of the Black Panther.
We got Black Panther in 2 weeks. What else we got? We got more boss reacts, and I'm pretty sure more trailers will be dropping. What else? What else? CCRs or anything we got?
We got maybe some Renaissance Festival. We have a movie that's out this week, Boss.
When y'all going?
Oh, I don't know yet. We also have either Sunday or Monday, Boss. Remember with Nico?
Yes, with Nico. Scoot, if you're able to make it, that's cool. But we're gonna talk about the horror remakes that are coming up. And we're just gonna give our thoughts on them. So, yeah. So that's gonna be something, because if I remember the list and I still have it, it's some wild shit on there.
Pray for the Devil. That's the movie.
Yes.
So
with the hair mouth.
Not the hair mouth.
The hair mouth.
What else? Hold on. I guess Mike was giving his list.
Yeah, he was ignored.
Yeah, he was.
Most apologies. You weren't ignored. Just didn't
I love
see
you,
it.
Mike. I love you.
Right. Oh,
but thank y'all for tuning in. Of course, you know, we got streams, other things coming. You know how us ninjas do. We got just content that's gonna just be coming.
Yeah. And we got some more Conan Chronicles coming too, because we need to beat Sipta.
And I also want to give a shout out to Lip Dizzle, Jaeger Bombastic, my tag brethren. Let me give y'all that right there. Bam. You know, I've been recently making videos back for tag. You know, I got to get back into the groove of things. You know, I don't want the wrestling side of things to be feeling like they left dry over there. So, you know, we here. But thank y'all, Ninja Nation, for tuning in. And until next time, we just trying to make our Ninja Village proud. Peace.